Dreams are often seen as fleeting, mysterious, and disconnected from our waking lives. They appear in the dark, fill our minds with images both strange and familiar, and then vanish with the morning light. But what if these nocturnal visions held the key to something far more profound? What if, hidden within the fabric of our dreams, lies a transformative power capable of healing, revealing, and reshaping our mental health? This is not merely poetic speculation. It is a concept deeply rooted in the groundbreaking work of Sigmund Freud. Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, revolutionized our understanding of the human mind by positioning dreams at the center of his theories. To him, dreams were not accidental, byproducts of sleep. They were royal roads to the unconscious, windows into the parts of ourselves we often ignore, repress, or deny. For Freud, every dream, no matter how trivial or bizarre, was meaningful. And within these meanings, he believed, lay the potential for personal transformation. To understand how dreams can transform our mental health, we must first explore the nature of the unconscious mind as Freud described it. The unconscious is not simply a storage room of forgotten memories. It is an active, dynamic realm where desires, fears, traumas, and conflicts reside. These elements do not disappear simply because we wish them away. Instead, they influence our emotions, behaviors, and relationships in subtle and powerful ways. They shape our moods, create patterns, and, if left unexamined, can lead to psychological suffering. Dreams, according to Freud, are one of the primary ways the unconscious communicates with us. But this communication is not direct. The unconscious speaks in symbols, metaphors, and disguised images. This is why dreams often appear illogical or nonsensical. They are the language of the unconscious, carefully constructed to bypass the censorship of the conscious mind. The key to unlocking their messages lies in interpretation. Freud's method of dream analysis involves breaking down the manifest content, the images and events, of the dream as remembered, and uncovering the latent content, the hidden thoughts, wishes, and conflicts that the dream represents. This process is not just intellectual, it is therapeutic. By bringing unconscious material into conscious awareness, individuals can confront what was previously hidden, integrate difficult emotions, and resolve inner tensions. This is where dreams begin to exert their transformative power. One of the most powerful aspects of dream analysis is its ability to reveal patterns. Over time, recurring themes, symbols, or scenarios emerge. These patterns often point to unresolved issues, unmet needs, or repressed desires. For example, someone who repeatedly dreams of being chased may be avoiding a confrontation in waking life. Someone who dreams of falling may struggle with insecurity or fear of failure. By recognizing these patterns, individuals can begin to address the root causes of their distress rather than just managing symptoms. This process can be deeply liberating. Instead of feeling trapped by inexplicable moods or self-defeating behaviors, individuals gain insight into the underlying dynamics of their psyche. They begin to see their emotions not as random or irrational, but as meaningful responses to inner conflicts. This shift in perspective can lead to increased self-awareness, emotional regulation, and ultimately, better mental health. But the transformative power of dreams extends beyond resolving past conflicts. Freud believed that dreams also contain creative and adaptive potentials. They allow the mind to experiment with new scenarios, rehearse different outcomes, and explore alternative ways of being. In dreams, we can become someone else, face our fears, express forbidden desires, or experience profound insights. These experiences, while symbolic, can have real emotional impact. They can inspire change, spark creativity, and open doors to new possibilities. Consider the example of someone who feels stuck in a toxic relationship. In waking life, they may feel powerless, trapped by fear or guilt. But in their dreams, they may experience liberation, flying away, breaking free from chains, or confronting the source of their oppression. These dream experiences, though occurring in the symbolic realm, can empower the dreamer to take steps toward change in waking life. The dream becomes a rehearsal for transformation. Freud also emphasized the role of wish fulfillment in dreams. Even nightmares, he argued, can contain disguised wishes. By uncovering these wishes, individuals can gain clarity about their true desires, needs, and aspirations. This is particularly important for mental health, as unacknowledged desires often fuel frustration, depression, and anxiety. By giving these desires symbolic expression in dreams, the mind provides a safe space for exploration and acknowledgement. Moreover, Freud understood that dreams can serve as emotional regulators. They help process overwhelming feelings, integrate traumatic experiences, and discharge psychic tension. This is why dreams often intensify during periods of stress or upheaval. The mind is working to process what cannot be fully dealt with in waking life. By engaging with these dreams consciously, individuals can support this process, transforming nightmares into opportunities for healing. An essential aspect of using dreams for mental health transformation is the practice of recording and reflecting on them. Freud encourages patients to keep detailed dream journals, noting not just the events of the dream but also the emotions, associations, and memories they triggered. Over time, this practice deepens the connection to the unconscious, strengthens self-reflection, and enhances psychological insight. It is important to note that the interpretation of dreams is not a rigid science with fixed meanings. Freud warned against overgeneralization. The symbols in a dream are deeply personal and can vary from person to person. For one individual, a house may symbolize security. For another, it may represent confinement. The key is to approach dream analysis with curiosity, openness, and respect for the dreamer's subjective experience. In this way, dreams become not just reflections of the past, but guides for the future. They illuminate the path toward greater self-knowledge, emotional freedom, and psychological growth. They challenge us to face what we fear, to embrace what we desire, and to integrate the fragmented parts of our psyche. This is the hidden power of dreams, to transform suffering into understanding, chaos into meaning, and disconnection into wholeness. Freud's legacy reminds us that we do not have to fear our dreams. Even the most disturbing ones are allies in disguise. They speak the language of the soul, offering us insights, challenges, and possibilities we may have overlooked. By engaging with our dreams, we engage with ourselves. And in that engagement, we find the seeds of transformation. In the next part, we will explore specific techniques inspired by Freud's psychoanalysis that anyone can use to harness the transformative power of their dreams for mental health, personal growth, and emotional healing. Continuing from our exploration of how dreams can transform mental health through the lens of Sigmund Freud, we now turn our attention to the practical dimension. How can individuals, without formal psychoanalytic training, engage with their dreams in ways that promote healing, growth, and psychological well-being? Freud's methods, though rooted in the clinical setting, offer valuable tools that can be adapted to everyday life. At the core of these methods is the act of attentive listening, not just to what is said, but to what is unsaid, symbolic, or disguised within the contents of a dream. This requires cultivating a particular mindset, one that is open, curious, non-judgmental, and willing to explore the hidden layers of the psyche. The first step is to establish a regular practice of recording dreams. This may seem simple, but it is foundational. Dreams are ephemeral. They fade quickly upon waking. By keeping a journal by your bedside and writing down dreams immediately upon awakening, you capture details, emotions, and images that might otherwise be lost. Freud emphasized the importance of detail, as even the smallest elements can hold significant symbolic meaning. When recording dreams, it's essential to also note your immediate feelings upon waking, any thoughts or memories that arise, and any associations the dream images trigger. Freud believed that these associations were the key to unlocking the latent content of the dream. Rather than relying on universal symbols or dream dictionaries, He encouraged individuals to explore what each element of the dream meant to them personally. For example, if you dream of a locked door, ask yourself, what does a locked door represent to me? Does it remind me of a specific place, situation, or person? What feelings does it evoke? Does it connect to any current challenges or past experiences? By following these associative threads, the dream begins to unfold, revealing its hidden layers. Freud also advocated for the technique of free association. In this practice, you allow your mind to wander freely from one element of the dream to another, without censorship or logical restraint. This process can lead to surprising insights, as the unconscious reveals connections that the conscious mind might overlook or resist. Free association helps bypass the internal critic and taps into the raw material of the psyche. Another valuable approach is to pay attention to recurring symbols or themes. Freud noted that repetition in dreams often signals unresolved conflicts or persistent psychological dynamics. If you notice a theme appearing frequently, such as being trapped, falling, or encountering a particular figure, it warrants deeper exploration. What in your waking life mirrors this theme? What emotions or situations are you avoiding or struggling to process? Dreams can also be approached as dramatizations of internal conflicts. Freud often described dreams as miniature plays where various parts of the psyche, desires, fears, defenses, take on different roles. By viewing dreams as inner theater, you can begin to identify the different characters and their symbolic functions. Who is the aggressor? Who is the victim? Who is the observer? This perspective allows for a more dynamic understanding of your internal world and its conflicts. Moreover, Freud's emphasis on wish fulfillment in dreams invites us to explore the desires that our waking minds may suppress. Even dreams that appear frightening or disturbing can contain disguised wishes. By acknowledging these desires without moral judgment, you can integrate them into your conscious life in healthier, more adaptive ways. This process reduces internal conflict and fosters a greater sense of inner harmony. Freud also highlighted the importance of dreams in working through traumatic experiences. Nightmares, while distressing, can be understood as the psyche's attempt to process overwhelming events or emotions. By engaging with these dreams rather than avoiding them, you can support your mind's natural healing processes. Writing about the dream, exploring its emotions, and reflecting on its connections to waking life can transform the nightmare into a source of insight and growth. In addition to Freud's methods, integrating mindfulness practices can enhance the dream work process. Mindfulness fosters a non-reactive awareness of thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations, creating a receptive space for exploring the symbolic language of dreams. By approaching dreams with mindfulness, you cultivate the patience and openness needed to listen deeply to the messages of the unconscious. Dream work can also be enriched through creative expression. Freud acknowledged the role of creativity in the psyche, and many individuals find that drawing, painting, or writing stories inspired by their dreams helps deepen their understanding. These creative acts allow the symbolic content of dreams to take form in the waking world, bridging the gap between the unconscious and conscious realms. Finally, it is important to approach dream work as an ongoing dialogue rather than a quest for definitive answers. Freud understood that the psyche is complex, layered, and constantly evolving. Dreams reflect this dynamism. Their meanings may shift over time, revealing new insights as you grow and change. By maintaining a respectful and curious relationship with your dreams, you foster a lifelong journey of self-discovery and mental health transformation. In conclusion, the hidden power of dreams, as illuminated by Freud, lies not only in their ability to reveal what is hidden, but also in their capacity to heal, integrate, and inspire. They offer a nightly invitation to engage with the depths of your psyche, to confront what you fear, embrace what you desire, and discover new possibilities for living. By honoring this invitation, you open yourself to the profound and transformative wisdom that dreams offer. Dreams are more than random firings of the brain or meaningless images. They are the language of the unconscious, rich with symbols, metaphors, and stories that reflect your inner world. They provide a bridge between the known and the unknown, the conscious and the unconscious, the past and the future. By engaging with your dreams consciously, you can unlock this hidden power, transforming your mental health, enriching your emotional life, and deepening your connection to yourself. This is the enduring legacy of Freud's work, a reminder that within the mysteries of your dreams lies the potential for healing, transformation, and wholeness.